Hi, welcome to the Jenny Show. This is Moondust. I'm making this video sort of like vlog style because it came to me really, not randomly, but I just had like a situation on Facebook. I put up a status. This morning I saw a status sort of making fun of big girls or fat girls or whatever, and it really got under my skin and I just got really upset. And the message that I was giving in my status was that basically don't listen to those messages, love yourself. There's always going to be somebody that hates something about you. Even people who you think they're the most prettiest, thinnest, or whatever people, they have something, one feature, their nose, their eyebrows, their hair color, their eye color, whatever, that people hate or think that they should work on. There was some a-hole who was writing on there and basically like, why are you telling people to accept this fatness? You're telling people to be unhealthy and whatever. My response to that was basically, how am I telling people to be unhealthy? There are some people who are heavier than others who are perfectly healthy. There are people out there who are already on track to becoming healthy or healthier, and what you see in the physical, what you see with your eyes, is not a representation of the journey that they're already on. It might take them a lot longer, but they're still doing it. And it's something that sort of personal, like, why are you judging, you know, based on what you see? But it took me to a place where I'm like, wow. And then this person told me, well, you wouldn't know because you're fit and you're confident and you don't know how they feel or whatever. And I'm just like, Jesus, people online will tell you your whole entire life story and inform you of it. And it's like, wow, I didn't know my own life. It is true that I'm pretty much fit. And it is true that I am confident. I do have my days where I'm not confident about certain things. But guess what? At one point, I was overweight and obese by the doctor's standards when I was pretty young. And I went through it all. I learned how to cope with people teasing. And mostly family teasing, which is really interesting. And I'm going to make a separate video on that. But how dare you tell me I don't understand? And then it was like, have a fat girl write this status and see, you know, whatever. And it's like, what are you talking about? Especially as girls, we all have to go through it. You're never thin enough. You're never pretty enough. You never have your hair straight enough. You never have this. By the way, curly, hi. But it's always an issue. There's always something, and girls are always scrutinized. And it's like, girls, accept yourself, love yourself, and ignore all those idiots out there who are trying to tell you how you should look or how you should feel about the way that you look. It's all about what is inside. And let me tell you something, when I was a little heavier, at times I was happier than I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really has nothing to do with how heavy you are. It really doesn't. And it has nothing to do with how pretty you are or how whatever you are. I'll tell you right now, it's not one of my criterias. As you grow up, you see that, you know, your criteria for a partner changes because it really has to do with who the person is. You can't possibly love what something looks like. You really have to love what that makes you feel like, what that person shares with you, and how amazing they are on the inside. I'm going to make a more in-detail video. I just needed to put this blog out because it was really getting under my skin and just, it's just really gross. I'm going to end this with just telling you girls out there, my plus size girls, my really thin, quote unquote, real thin girls, whichever category you fit into, telling you to accept yourself is not, you know, telling you to be unhealthy, to continue on a road of being unhealthy. If you are healthy, keep at it. You're good. You're awesome. If you're unhealthy and you need to lose a little weight or you need to gain a little weight, the first step to doing that is accepting yourself. You have to accept yourself. This skin, these eyes, this hair, this is not what makes me me. What makes me me is the person on the inside. That's who I need to accept. And after you really start going on that journey of accepting yourself, of loving yourself truly and fully, your journey on getting physically fit and all that is going to be a lot easier. And it's going to happen. I think a lot of times we lose sight of who we are because we're trying to match the ideal body. There is no ideal body, okay? I've reached ideal body at one point, and I realized this isn't making me happier than I was before because I didn't get my mind right. What's going to make you happy is being spiritually and just emotionally in the right place. Get yourself in that right place. Big is beautiful. If that is your size and you're healthy and you're happy with the way that you look, you continue being that size. Don't let magazines and people tell you what you should be, because guess what? The guys that are going out with you because you're thinner or because you fit this ideal girl description, they're not interested in you. They're interested in your body as a sex toy. Okay? You are not a sex toy. You are you. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Keep cultivating your talents. Keep being you. And eventually you'll find that guy or you'll find that girl or whatever. But your number one priority has to be you. Has to be being the best person that you can be. Everything else will fall into place. I promise you. It did for me, and it will for you. I promise that. You are beautiful. Put that in the center of your mind. Alrighty, guys. This is it. I will make a video about being fat and my experience with body image issues and that stuff. I went through that stuff when I was much, much younger. Before middle school, actually. And it's really interesting to note that girls go through body image issues much younger than boys. And it's a lot more extreme, and it's something that we need to talk about. For people who tell me that, well, you wouldn't be able to understand because you're pretty, you're fit, you're this and that. Listen, all right? I'm not any prettier than you are. I'm telling you this right now. I'm not any prettier. I'm not any... No, okay? We're all the same. We're all coming from the same place. We're all coming from God. We're all coming from the universe. We are all living, breathing, beautiful, lovable people. And the things that we're obsessed with physically are just material things that come and go. It's superficial. It really is what's inside. I love you guys, and this video is actually running a little long. I really care about you guys and people who are suffering because of these ridiculous things that other people put on you. Don't. You are beautiful.